What's good, peoples? I'll just bring out some knowledge real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hold y'all up too late tonight. But I see everybody tripping off your boy, Kirk Franklin, statement he made, talking about he going to lose his religion. I don't believe him. Um, I'm going to wait for him to qualify his statement before I go all crazy talking about, oh, he's losing his religion. Because I really don't believe him. I think it's just a plot to sell records. You know what I'm saying? Um, but to be honest with you, a lot of y'all do need to lose your religion because y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing with it. And y'all claim to be um, so deep into your religion, but y'all don't even read the books that come along with your religion. So how are you so whatever? But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like some things that you read about the Bible, if you really read it, you kind of like uh, start questioning certain things like that. Oh, this shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But I will say is, if you're gonna read the Bible, if you're gonna really subscribe to the Bible, you should do it from a Hebrew Israelite standpoint. Only because um, the stories, the land, the settings that the Bible speak of, uh, is African land. It's black people. It's a black person's land. You know what I'm saying? And if you're one of those Hebrew Israelites who say that, oh, I'm not African, but state claims or references to transatlantic slave trade, you're kind of contradicting yourself because you have a start and end in the transatlantic slave trade. You started in Africa, you came to America. Um, so subconsciously, you're claiming Africa as your origin. So I don't know how you're working that out, but like I said, if you read in the Bible, I do agree that you should read it from. If you're reading it and subscribing to it, you should read it from a Hebrew Israelite standpoint because Hebrew Israelites are staking claim to melanin, and they say they're black folks, and the people that the Bible speak of is them. So, and I agree with that in the Bible. If you really read it, they're all melanated people that they're talking about. Let's say like in Exodus 20, um, 2, it says, I am the Lord thy God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. And I'm going to come back to that later. But there was no Asians, there were no Europeans in Egypt at that time. So, because the Europeans were in the Caucasus Mountains, which is in between Asia and Europe, so there was no Europeans. So if I'm a European person or Asian person or whatever, if I'm reading that, I'm like, how does that relate to me? Unless I have the understanding that I come from melanated people. I'm an offspring of melanated people. Then that would make sense because I know that melanated people are the first people on the planet. That would make a lot of sense. They know that. We don't know that because we have no interest in our history. So, but like I said, there's just certain um, books about the Bible that I read. I'm just like, I don't understand that. Like in like you have the first 5 books of um, of the Bible, which is the Torah. It's the Torah, first 5 books, and those first 5 books were given by God through Moses, right? That's what that's what the Torah is. It's given by God through Moses. But if you read Deuteronomy 34 and you go to 4, it says, and the Lord said unto him, this is the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed. I have caused thee to see it with thine eyes, but thou shalt not go over thither. I hope I'm saying that right. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he's buried in the valley in the land of Moab over Beth Peor, but no man knoweth of his sepulchre until this day. And sepulchre, I had to look that up. It's like a small room cut into rock, which a dead person was laid or buried. And isn't it kind of strange that the first 5 books were given to the people, were given by God through Moses, but in Deuteronomy it speaks of Moses' death. So how did Moses speak on his death? How did he write about his death? And why would he write that no man knows where his sepulchre is at? So that's kind of just telling you that it's more than one author of the Bible. It wasn't just Moses. It was probably Moses and some other people. If Moses existed, I don't know. I'm just saying because his Bible, he said it himself. He Houdini'd his body. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yo, ain't nobody gonna find my body, yo." So he was ill because he wrote about his own death, and he knew nobody was ever find his body. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's certain things like you have to really start to understand and read the Bible, you know. And going back to that Exodus, you know, that's in the Torah. Exodus story is in the first 5 books of the Bible. Now, you want to go to the middle passages of the Bible. That's called books of the prophets, right? See, in the books of the prophets, you have a similar verse, but it's similar but different. And this is Hosea 13:4, and it says, "I am the Lord thy God from the land of Egypt. Thou shalt know no other God but me." Now we're gonna go back to Exodus. It says, Exodus 22, it says, "I am the Lord thy God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt." That's Exodus 20. And then you go to the book of the prophets, which is Hosea 13:4, and it says, "I am the Lord thy God from the land of Egypt." So, which one is it? Did he bring you out of the land of Egypt, or is he from the land of Egypt? I don't really know. But, and isn't it crazy, like these two scriptures are like similar, but they're in different books. One is in the Torah, one is in the book of the prophets. So, that's what I'm saying. You have to read the Bible with some kind of understanding that some of the stuff don't make no sense. So maybe everything in it, maybe I don't need to subscribe to. I don't know. What you think?